quantum missiles comes in. Okay, that's pretty good timing actually. I'll go and upgrade those before starting a war. So what is that? Hull hit points, quite a cheap tech. Don't need. Oh yeah, I don't need that yet. These swarming missiles are a new type. They're medium only, are they? It's odd. What do they do? Ignores armor in particular, is it? Yeah, let's pick them up. I'm not sure if they're any good or not. Right, so let's get my fleet back to base, as it turns out then. Temporarily, and I'll upgrade them and then get them back out. So let's, well, I might as well wait before. Right, I'll take a minute out to upgrade those ships then. And yeah, we got that tech to look forward in 8 months as well as starting the war. Okay, my ships have been upgraded with these new missiles. If those guys happen to have point defense, it's not going to be great for me since this is my only weapon option. But yeah, they have been upgraded, all of my combat ships. Definitely need some power. We could have picked it up in the last physics choice, but yeah, would have taken a very long time, and yeah, you know the reasons why I didn't pick it. When the machine computer techs, which hopefully turn out by getting a cheaper tech. Fortress I've actually designed now, we have those, so yeah, mainly medium, some small point defense. Oh, I didn't mean to stick those in. Can I do that? Yes, I can. Save that. Can I take one of those off? Yes, and get something else. Let's stick on that. And yeah, the AI is not doing a great job here, is it? What else can I take off? Small. Stick on that. Right, that'll do. So I might be making some of those. They're not. They look better than battleships, and yeah, since I think they would have to come through that way, maybe. One over here would be a pretty good idea. I also took my new robots out of those planets. I'm moving them over today in preparation. My fleet's coming back to upgrade. It's going to cost 817 minerals. Okay, so let's get that done pretty soon. 21 months away from that. 8 months to next key tech. Right. Hopefully they're not rebuilding too much, but they probably are. Who knows how big their fleet is? Really hard to tell. I mean, it was inferior before, but the AI could probably build it back very quickly.
Construction
I'm not
project
sure.
concluded.
I doubt they're ahead of me in tech, so it's probably mainly fleet strength. Their equivalencies from here, maybe, I don't know. Right, what's going on here? I think I got a combat ship coming over there, haven't I? Yeah. Did they attack a station or something? Mining base? Right. Oh, paused. I didn't pause for some reason.
System survey concluded.
I was wondering why things weren't progressing. System surveys. What am I doing then? Over here. Let's get. Oh, this black hole there. Let's go and grab that then. Right. I think I'll bring this one over.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, good. They back yet? Yes, they are. Should upgrade on the next month.
Construction project concluded.
Okay, mine station is done. I've got a constructor waiting down there to start making defensive station. Right, that should be my cruiser taking that out. Macsen. The very geological structure of Atamark 5A is indeed in flux, driven by what Science Officer Barium Den Vathrag assures us is a tectonic process. As fascinating as it is esoteric, what is of more interest to the CPU is that we may be able to strategically halt the planet's ceaseless, chaotic self-transformation, in short, a near-instant terraforming of the planet to something slightly, if not entirely, more habitable, is theoretically possible. Barium Den Vathrag estimates that an additional 200 credits will be needed to power a thorough mapping of planetary activity and determine the validity of what the science officer has termed a surgical terraforming strike. Of course, we can always choose to terraform it using existing technologies at a later date, can we? I'm gonna do that one then for 200 credits. Oh, that's physics would be very nice though. But it mentions you can terraform at a later date, so you'd lose that anyway longer term, if I'm understanding it correctly. Okay, that's done. Right, let's get this cruiser back over to there then. Right. So, I think it's a third world in the system. I'm not 100% sure actually. Could be one of those two there already. Let's keep on doing these anomalies then. Vathrag there. Failed. Unfortunate. Oh well.
Construction project concluded.
This upgrading. Tilsim did something. Right, so let's move that over to there. Okay. Let's make Military Academy. And let's get a park spot there, I guess. Right, I want to save up for a military base here.
Research concluded.
Right, physics, crucial tech, hopefully will be about to appear. Holy shit, and it has. Positronic AI is now available. Tier 3 crucial tech. So this is the tech that allows the synths to be possible. So after I get that, I would need to focus more on engineering probably for the synth tech to turn up. I already have the synths prerequisite tech in the society, which is the capital tech. There's another key computing tech I now need, which is the third level of ship computer. So we're getting close now to the point where the machine rebellion can happen. I'm not sure if this one allows it to happen. I can't quite remember. I don't think it does, but I may be wrong. So yeah, we are getting very close now. Okay, so we've got that crucial, definitely one of the very crucial techs. Yeah, only 6 years after the point where the machine rebellion can occur. And I've really focused on getting it.
System survey concluded.
So systems survey. Oh, black hole definitely needs to get engineered down there. I think there's one en route. Okay. So the thing is now is possibly going to war against these guys and taking advantage of the situation. They're climbing again on here though.
Special project concluded.
Frankly. Archaeological project complete. Okay, so that was a Yurt artifact. Okay, was a scientist too. Any anomalies down here? There was one Yurt artifact over here, wasn't there? Yeah, I can do that now, so let's go and grab that. Right. And there's... what's that too? Let's use that to get that society. Okay. Hopefully we'll be at about 950, but maybe not. Right, so I think I need 800 for this.
Fleet enhancement supplied.
Okay. Okay, that's more than I thought. Nearly 10k. Let's bring that down to here then. So... oh. Despite me just going up in strength, they've actually gone above me on there. I remember if I declare war on those, I'm also going to be at war with those. So this is becoming, yeah, more iffy all the time, isn't it? Maybe I should wait after all. It would, yeah, I don't know. Let's bring it out. Let's have a think about it. Let's save up for this fortress. Right, let's make it here. Build military station. To be honest, I think you want the military stations in the center because they're forced with one of the modules I have on it to attack it straight away when it enters the system, if it still works in the way it used to. They can only travel via warp when they go to the outer edge, so you don't really want to stick it on the outer edge so they can warp out, possibly. So, yeah, let's stick it there. I think that's what I'll stick it. It's a pretty minor detail, frankly. So, how are we looking? That's coming down here. I really feel as if I am going to war, I probably should be building up more battleships. How many have we got? 2. The problem is, I have no idea how strong their fleet is, really. I mean, if they don't have point defense and they have about 6k, I can probably definitely start the war. If they have more than that, it's iffy. So there's an anomaly.
Situation log updated.
Okay. Search. Okay, that's scientists coming down there.
Construction project concluded.
Right, research station. Let's go grab you. Okay. Let's move that there.
Construction project concluded.
Okay. Right, surface queue's done there. What the hell do I want here next? Good question. Let's get the energy grids. Right, my fleet is down there. How far away am I from making this fortress? Let's make this fortress, see how powerful it is. So I might make a ton of them if they're very powerful.
Construction project concluded.
6k, okay. Now if those guys have 6k fortresses, that would be a problem for my fleet to attack, and I have no way of knowing. Right. So the question is, do I declare war? What I think I'm gonna do... No, I'm still waiting for 6 months actually to get the unity I need to get the lesser war demands. So I guess we wait for that, since it's only 6 months away.
Construction project
I've actually
concluded.
gone back above them. Is that in part because of that fortress I just made? Certainly possible. They're amazing though, aren't they? I mean, you could take down a lot of their ships with those, and they're not even that expensive. I mean, one of my battleships is probably only about 1,000, but one of those is 6k. So, yeah, I think you can definitely make use of those against the AI. Not sure the AI would be able to handle them. We'll have to see coming up, maybe. So, military station is done. Can you make another one near to it? I don't know. That robot can go to there. I could actually do with more robots here, to be honest. But I don't have the resettlement thing on anymore. I have to... Yeah, I'm getting happiness from having it off.
Another day, another scientific breakthrough.
If I go to talk, yes I do. What do I don't have the growth in here. I'm not sure massively. Well, I get unity from it, don't I? Gene clinic. I think I'll have, yeah, the gene clinic next to the capital, which is a bit iffy, but gotta put it somewhere. There's a blank tile, and there's no society. Right. Or maybe I could... Actually, you know what? Put the gene clinic on the mineral. I'll put the robot over there. I'll just have 2 money tiles there, probably. Right, science. Swarm and missiles come in. I probably won't use them yet, but when we get some more upgrades, possibly. The next tech, let's go for I'll go for the Marauder missiles next. 52 months, I get it before that, yeah, it's probably okay. Right. Right, there's a peace offer. That's gonna change things. So, an outpost was destroyed and 2 planets were seeded, but to whom? Sadly, I don't think there's a way of cancelling someone's defensive packs. Oh, wait a second. They're bottom. Okay, yeah, I'm going to war with them very soon. They're still in defensive pact with them. Are those guys at peace now? They are. But hopefully they're not much of a problem. Oh, did everyone peace out then? Yeah, it was just one massive peace by the looks of it. Am I gonna be able... Well, we'll see coming up in a matter of months. So there's, yeah, 2 planets seeded, but I don't know to whom. Possibly to them. Possibly to them. Okay, so there wasn't much of an outcome there, apart from the fact that they're now inferior. They're down to 7. I think they had 9 before. Right. Oh, that, yeah, that was theirs, definitely. So that's gone over to them. Right. I'm still inclined to go to war in 5 months now, since they're inferior, even if those guys would help them out. If I can get someone else to join in, then that would tip it, definitely. Okay, so 5 months time I'll have a look to see what war demands I can make. Scientist died at 76. I think I have a spare one now somewhere. Let's get that one.
Construction project concluded.
Right, research station is done. Let's make a energy grid here. That I have a good tile for it.
System survey concluded.
Okay, survey's done. Let's save it there. Three months.
Special project concluded.
Okay, special project done. Good. Scientist can do that one.
Construction project concluded.
Okay.
Bio blocker clear.
Let's get another battleship in, and that is a Unity pick. So let's pick up the Sea Planet. So I think I had a tech for that as well, so I should have 50% extra now. And it's time to see what war demands I could possibly make. There is one below inferior actually for fleet power or anything. It's pathetic, so they're not the weakest they can be, but they're weak on tech as well, so in theory my weapons would wreck their fleet, even if it's equivalent, hopefully. Kind of depends. Okay, I'm actually recording this part of the video on a completely different day. I ended up stopping at this point because I've been recording for 11 videos long. It was at the end of a very long recording session. I didn't want to start a war, so yeah, I ended up deciding to think about it. And I'm recording now about, I think it's about a week or so after last time I recorded. And I've had a bit of time to think about this situation and what I'm gonna do. And also the last 11 videos or so, there was a heck of a lot that I did in those videos. And there's a bit of Captain Hindsight to mention on certain things, definitely. I'm going to discuss the war at the start of the next video, but yeah, let's get to mentioning certain things that I did within the last 11 videos or so, and the odd thing that was brought up in comments. So I believe I cancelled the battleship that I was making. I've decided to spend it on other things like 6 more armies and some energy buildings, I think, as well, since we're in a dipping in a bit since I've got my military out. I am actually going to be declaring war at the start of the next video, but yeah, it's not been an easy decision whatsoever. There are plus points and negative points, which I'll discuss then. So other things I should mention, I'm finally going to use some hotkeys. I've decided to add my sector planets, which will be especially good for this one, I believe, because I can keep more of a track on the battleships I'm making for my fleet coming up. I'm going to get a couple of constructors down into this area. I think Marvel and Pash might be very good areas to make a fortress, just in case these guys were to get up here. Got 6 more armies being made there. I'm going to bring this fleet, well, this army there down pretty soon, since I've started destroying starports, hopefully. I finally got round to upgrading my science ship, which I did actually try to do at some point, but somehow it didn't upgrade that, so that's going to get upgraded. Probably the biggest Captain Hindsight mistake that I've made in that last recording session was to do with my science picks for physics. I probably could have gotten this about 5 years earlier. If we look at the picks I've made, well, the first 8 picks, I was mistakenly thinking that any 16 techs would do, and in reality I needed 8 tier 1s to get to tier 2, and then 8 tier 2s to get to tier 3. Well, the first 8 picks are always going to be tier 1s, so there's no mistakes made there. So if we come back down in here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After that, I should be picking just tier 2 picks. That's a tier 2. I'm not sure about that, but that's definitely worthwhile picking up at that stage. I don't regret picking that up. I think that might have been tier 2. That's crucial, so I don't regret picking that. Don't regret picking that. That's tier 2, definitely. I think that's either tier 2 or definitely needed, so don't regret picking that. Don't regret picking that. I think it might be tier 2. This is tier 1. I probably didn't need to pick that. So that's one bad tech pick. That's I could have waited on as well. That's another tier 1. So that's 2 bad picks. Shields are definitely well worth picking up, although I think that is tier 1. So I'm okay with that. That's tier 1, but that's extra science. I'm happy with that. That's tier 1. I could have waited on that. As is that. As is that. So there's 5 tier 1 picks in here that I'm not happy with in reality. So I probably could have gotten to the tier 3 about, yeah, 5 picks earlier, which may have saved between 5 and 10 years. And maybe I should have focused a bit more on physics as well, but first time attempting this, I'm bound to make the odd mistake. I think overall, yeah, getting to this point, I think I've done it in a pretty quick time. So we're not far away from getting to the Machine Rebellion stage now. After this, the synths tech should become available. I need to pick the right time tech for this. I could do with an industrial scientist as well, which I don't believe I have. That will increase the likelihood. But the fact that we're a mechanist is going to increase the likelihood of synths turning up anyway. And I, of course, have 6 different picks when I pick a science because I pick technocracy, so that's going to come in handy as well. There's some other hindsight stuff I should probably mention, like well, if you look on the actual planets, what I should have been doing is actually making mines here rather than stations, because it's better value if they're manned, which I do have quite a few manned that yeah, don't have the mineral buildings on. So that's a bit of a mistake. I would have had more minerals if I'd have done that rather than making mining stations, but it's very yeah, it's very persuading looking at all these minerals, thinking that I should get those done rather than making the buildings, and the buildings are probably better value. Just like 50 odd minerals for 2, and then they're like 90 minerals for 2, so it's not as good value. But so yeah, I'm going to make more effort to not do that in future. But yeah, overall I think I've done very well over the last 11 videos in the last recording session, and I'm definitely looking forward to starting to record more videos, which I'm about to do now. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. War coming up next time. I'd like to thank you for all of your views, comments and likes, and I'd just like to remind you as well, if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. If you have any more comments, please use the comment section, and remember, I have a Twitter page these days. If you want to follow me on there, that would be great. And the last thing I should mention is Patreon. Really need some more help on Patreon. Please go check it out. If you can spare $1 or more a month for as long as you want, that would massively help me out if I could get more patrons. Right, that's it then. War coming up next video, and Machine Empire events probably not that long afterwards. So hope you're looking forward to it, and I'll see you then.